Hey, this is Crystal with the Traveling Addict. Today I am at Huckleberry Farm. I'm getting ready to meet Uncle Bob and take a tour of his farm, his corn maze. If you guys are in the Halloween spirit, this is a great place. You'll have to come. All right, let's go check it out.
So hi Crystal, thanks for coming out to the farm today and giving me a chance to tell people about our farm. This is kind of a weird year for us because of COVID. A couple things I want to just start talking to you about is tell you some of the things we put in place for COVID, because we want not only people who are not concerned about COVID, but we want small groups to come out also who might be a little concerned, okay? So a couple of things to point out is we do have online ticketing this year, so that's contactless ticketing. We also have the ability for you to come to the farm, and I've got a QR code over there on the fence that you end up scanning in, and you can buy tickets right here, so you don't need to go up to the tent and interface with our farmhands. But if you do decide to go up to the tent and interface with our farmhands, pay cash or charge, we're masked up. Okay, so we're set up for everybody. We've got reminders all over the farm. Anything in light blue is related to health and safety issues. Wear your mask. We are asking that folks wear their masks on the hayride if they're on the hayride with another group. We're asking folks to come up to the tent with your mask. So if you're coming to buy pumpkins, we want to protect not only you, but we want to protect our farmhands as well. And of course, we have hand washing stations all over the farm with hand sanitizer, and you guys know what to do. Before we head up the hill, Crystal, I wanted to share with you, a few years ago, we started our accessibility initiative. And what that really means is there are folks that might have some kind of challenge, whether it's a wheelchair or a walker, trying to get up to the top of the hill. So we ended up putting in a 100-foot ADA compliant wheelchair ramp. And that has been a real blessing for everybody. The kids love going up that way. But more importantly is if you're in a wheelchair or have a walker, you don't have to try to traverse this gravel road. You can go up the wheelchair ramp to get up to the top of the hill. Our hayride also is accessible in that we have a ramp that comes down that somebody can walk or wheel up on, and as it turns out, everyone just enjoys that. They don't have to step up into the hayride. So I wanted to let everyone know about that, as well as not just our accessibility, but our safety procedures for everybody. One of the advantages of buying tickets online, it's not just the contactless aspect, but you get express entrance check-in. There's folks that sometimes there's a line here to pay for your tickets. Well, we actually have someone staffed over here that'll scan you right in with their cell phone, and you're in and ready to go. A couple things is we have an entrance and an exit. On the way out, you pay for your pumpkins. That's our exit. Left side is our entrance. Trying to keep things kind of separated. We often have people come down to the farm, they enjoy the hayride, but they ask, can we walk down to the pumpkin patch? And we absolutely have a path through the center of the corn maze. That's a great hike for a lot of families to run down to the pumpkin patch, go pick their pumpkins, and then they get a wagon and they wagon their pumpkins back. If you're too tired, you can take the hayride back. We're constantly running the hayride. Crystal and I are going to go into the corn maze and just have a good time. So one of the things I wanted to point out, Crystal, is again, keeping with the contactless and distancing thing, we used to have someone in front of the corn maze that would explain the corn maze to you, but we decided to do a video that you can actually scan with your phone. You can scan that QR code with your phone, and then it takes you to a link that actually plays the video, explains how to do the corn maze. I'm going to take you to the front of the corn maze because we also have contactless quizzes. So let's check that out. In the past, we used to give you a paper quiz, and you would go around the cornfield and try to find, or the maze I should say, and try to find all 10 stations and answer the questions on the quiz. Keeping with the contactless theme, we actually have an electronic quiz for you. It's a form online that you come over with your phone. I'm going to make sure it still works, Crystal. You take your camera app, it senses a QR code, click on the link, and it brings you a form. Let's get you started on the quiz. Pretty neat. We're probably going to keep that forever and ever. So right now we're standing at the entrance to the cornfield, which is our corn maze. We've got a maze on the right, maze on the left. But what I wanted to point out is this is where you can actually get a little exercise and walk down to the pumpkin patch straight through the corn, or you can go through the corn maze, half the corn maze, and then hit the other half on the way back. So if you take a look at the width of our paths in our maze, they're double path, double width, okay? We ended up looking at what Walmart does for their aisles, and their aisles are only about 5 feet wide. Our normal path for our corn maze is about 6 feet wide, but we ended up double pathing, okay, double widthing our path. So we got a 10 to 12 foot wide path, so that if you do come across somebody, you can just get on the left side or the right side and you guys can maintain your distances. The other thing we added to the maze, or didn't add to the maze, is there's no dead ends. So it eliminates the need for people to walk down a path and then come back and walk past another person. These are all the things we thought of. Everyone seems to be appreciating it. So Crystal, this is our lookout tower. We end up staffing this whenever anyone's in the corn maze or anyone's on the farm, any guests are on the farm. It's got a great view of the cornfield and all the paths in the cornfield, but also it has a great view of our farmyard down there. And of course, behind me is the pumpkin patch with pumpkin and cotton picking.
So they can go in here and just pick their own pumpkin.
Yep, pick it right off the vine. Green. Oh, here's a farmhouse board. Brown on the vine. Oh, yeah. So, Crystal, we also have cotton picking, which folks really enjoy. Sometimes we have some folks come in and they bring their own clippers. And they'll start grabbing some sprigs of cotton that they can use for decoration around the house. I've had a lady make a cotton wreath, a beautiful cotton wreath out of it, and you can pick as much cotton as you want.
So I hope you enjoyed Huckleberry Farm. If you live in Chatham County, North Carolina, come down and see the farm and do the corn maze. He's taken all precautions to make it safe for you to have a great adventure. Grab you a pumpkin, pick some cotton, and enjoy yourself here. And thanks Uncle Bob for the tour. I appreciate it. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure.